Oh man, oh man. Like conversations, man. Football was great this week. Start off with college. College was just mind blowing what happened. Left and right. Like the top 12 is different. OU coming in and just laying the fucking people's elbow on Alabama. Like, what a year for like like a chance for a dream for a team, right? Like anybody can win right
Yeah.
now. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. Holy shit, dude. What a just when I think I got it figured out, I don't. I really thought I thought Colorado was gonna roll. I thought they had everything in front of them, controlled their own destiny, and then they go and just kind of they just start so shitty. They start and end shitty. And obviously, probably the biggest head scratcher of everything is Ole Miss and Alabama. I don't know. I cannot wait for Tuesday uh to see these college rankings. I can't even figure out what the hell they're gonna do. I would anticipate Alabama's still gonna be in.
Yeah, well,
I think Alabama, especially with an Ole Miss loss, I think Alabama's in. I think Tennessee, Ole
I,
Miss is out. Tennessee is in my opinion.
I think
Ole,
Alabama's
Ole
out.
Miss is done.
I think Alabama's going to
Who do you,
fall out of the
who
12.
who do you think they
Well,
put in there?
I got the AP poll 25 here, which these are
Ah,
just the
that's not what you want to look at.
and
You want
it's
to look at
just
college football playoff rankings. They
these
put
are
them.
yeah, these are just like the projected polls. Obviously, these aren't like guarantee. Everything can be different. Let me see if I can get us into that position here. Hold on. I got to find the right slide. There we go. Here we go. So like right here, this is like just a projected possibility that came out today. So right now you got Oregon still here. Ohio stays at 2, Texas, Penn State, Notre Dame. Fuck Notre Dame, man. God damn, they're so lucky. Um, yeah, they just don't play Army, and luckily for them, Army was ranked, so it helped them a lot. And there was a couple key losses that really helped them too. Tennessee stays at 7, or goes up to 7. Correction. Miami's still floating around. Uh, SMU is gonna be pushed in. It looks like. Um, Indiana stays in, man. That's what's crazy. They go down to 10. I don't know how much you think of that, but
Wow.
man, look at
So
SM.
this is somebody's projection, right?
This is AP. This is usually who's the one that posts it. I'm pretty sure it's AP.
So what's today's date? The 24th?
24th. Usually they post it the next
So
day.
so what was Tuesday? I'm trying to figure out those
I think
rankings.
Tuesday is like the bracket, is they release the bracket
Yeah,
rankings.
what was Tuesday's date? So November 19 or November 20. I'm
Yeah,
just
see,
trying to
this
find
has
those.
this has Clemson at 12, but we got to remember 12 really doesn't matter because 12 is going to go to the number 4 that fifth conference team. So
Yeah, so
that's
here's what
going to
I'm looking at. I got right before going into this week, Alabama was ranked 9. That
yes.
is obviously Ole Miss was ranked 10. Ole Miss is out. They're a 3-loss team. They're completely out. I think Tennessee takes their place. BYU is out now that they lost again. I don't think they
Yeah,
can make
yeah,
their
that,
championship game. Let me see the Big 12 standings real quick. Actually, Big 12 standings. I don't think BYU can make it. Arizona State's going to be in now. Actually, I guess they still have a chance to win. But yeah, it's going to be Arizona State's going to be in there. So Arizona State will replace BYU. Tennessee will replace Ole Miss. I just don't see anybody else that's currently outside of it because Ole Miss is definitely out. Tennessee's definitely in.
yeah, Ole Miss 3
Arizona
losses.
Arizona State will be in instead of BYU. Who is in instead of Alabama?
Well, you got SMU who's going to end up playing Miami in
Uh,
the ACC championship. Clemson's right behind them.
yeah. So here's the issue is I just don't think they put a what is SMU 1 loss?
1 loss. Alabama's a 3
Who was it?
loss.
Alabama's 2, isn't it?
No, they're 3. That was their 3rd loss.
Who did they lose to?
That was their third loss. They had two already. Now
I don't think so. I think it was only 2.
you're gonna make me.
I know.
Let's go look.
Pretty sure. Yeah, let's because that's where I'm at.
Alabama schedule.
If there are 3 losses,
Alabama will
okay,
face off
all
against
bets are
Auburn on
off.
Saturday at
But I'm
2:30
pretty
p.m.
sure they only have 2 losses. They lost to Vanderbilt and they lost to Tennessee.
They lost to Tennessee and then they just lost to OU.
Yeah, dude, they're probably done. Wow. I do this my whole time. I was operating them as a 2-loss team. I forgot they lost to Tennessee. Yeah, holy shit, dude. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what's gonna happen there.
Yeah, I don't. It's kind of
S-
crazy.
Texas A&M probably gets in. I think a 2-loss Texas A&M gets in instead of SMU. But then Texas A&M goes and plays Texas next week.
Yeah.
So if I'm
This
looking,
is
if
this
I'm the
AP.
committee,
Just so you know, if
go
this
ahead.
AP, if you look real quick, it's voted upon by
It's
like
kind of blurry. It's blurry on my end
okay, it's like
on what I could see.
30 to 40 analysts that vote. So guys that professionally do this every day, they vote on it. This is their vote ranking. It's kind of like your press poll ranking, which is usually pretty close. There's usually a couple teams different by like a rank. I really think
Yeah.
with I don't know, Brett. You got Clemson, SMU, and Miami all in the ACC that are in the top 12 right now.
I don't think those
Um,
3 get in there. I
I
just
don't,
don't
I
see
don't,
that.
I don't, I don't. Well, at the end of the day, one of them's playing Miami for the ACC championship.
I
Um,
can see that. Okay, now
so,
I'm finally on what you're on here. So
so yeah,
we got they have Oregon, which right now Oregon's the number 1 team in the conference. In the league. And then you got right now number 2 in the playoffs would be Texas. And then I'm looking down at the rankings and seeing how they would fit into a bracket. Oregon would be 1, Texas would be 2. Notre
Georgia
Dame
would
doesn't
be
have no,
Georgia.
because right now they
Oh
got
no,
that's
Texas,
it's
yeah.
so that's Big Ten, big or that's SEC. Then they would have ACC as Miami. Then they would have Boise at the 4. So that would be your top 4, right? And then out after that, you would have the Big 12 person who right now is going to be Arizona State. So that would be 5. And then you start filling out the other 7. You got Ohio State, Penn State,
Here,
Notre
here
Dame.
you go. I
Georgia.
got the bracket right here. This is the
There you
bracket
go.
that was posted. Let me see if
So
I can.
the 5 conference champions we have are Oregon, as of right now, Oregon, Texas, Miami,
There you go.
Boise, and
Let me
Arizona
see,
State.
you see that? Let me
I
see
can.
if I
That's
can.
last week's. That's 100% last week. So,
Oh
Ole
yeah,
Miss is
Alabama.
gonna be out.
Alabama's still here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you got the 5 conference champions, and then you got to think, okay, now you got 7 teams, and it's gonna definitely go Ohio State, Penn State, Notre Dame, Georgia, Tennessee. I guess as of this, it's probably SMU and Indiana. Yeah, SMU or Indiana. Now, yeah, some of those. Yeah, I mean, I guess Alabama's still fringe though. Even with 3 losses,
Yeah,
Alabama's
they're
fringe.
just right on the edge. It's
I'd
crazy to
rather see
me.
I'd rather see Alabama in that playoff than Indiana or SMU. I just think they're more formidable.
I
Yeah,
do
man.
I do, but this is where the 12-team playoff is going to come into effect, giving these schools like SMU and Indiana an opportunity to have a chance. Like, let's be honest, like SMU, smaller school by a mile when it comes to football compared to any of these other top 20. So like we can go down the list and look at teams that are not doing so hot this year that have been long time a lot better. Clemson, Arizona State, Ole Miss, South Carolina. Those are names that you've seen. Texas A&M. Those are names we've seen fighting for a top 6 spot. And now you got teams in the top 25 like Tulane, UNLV. It's been a long time since UNLV's been in there. Illinois. I like the fact that we get to see these teams have an opportunity. Like,
No doubt.
yeah,
Me
they're gonna
too.
get a home playoff game. Like, how cool is that? They're gonna get a home playoff game against a big
I think
school.
a home playoff game for like Boise would be awesome, dude. That's a pretty good atmosphere there.
And it can be a
Next
game changer.
some notable games next week that can make or break. And here this is a legitimate thing I think here. I don't know who Indiana plays. I guess I can find them. They play Purdue. So let's just say Indiana holds court, right? And they finish at 11-1 or whatever they are. There's Clemson and South Carolina. Clemson goes and beats the shit out of South Carolina. They're a 2-loss ACC team. I think would have a much better resume than a 1-loss Indiana team because Indiana didn't play anybody.
Yeah.
So I think Clemson has an argument there if they were to win. And then here's the hope and prayer. I hope freaking USC beats the shit out of Notre Dame. So then we can get rid of those dudes once and for all.
Well, yeah, you also got another big game with South Carolina and Clemson. I don't know if you mentioned
that's what
that.
I just said.
You said okay. Sorry, I was
That
trying
was
to
the
look.
first one I said. Yeah,
I was looking shit up while you were saying that. Sorry.
Yeah, because what I was saying is let's say Clemson handles South Carolina.
Yeah.
Then they are a 2-loss team. And then who do you think is better suited for a playoff? A 2-loss Clemson team that has played some SEC football, ACC football, all that, or a 1-loss Indiana team who only played one ranked opponent and got the ass kicked?
I agree with you. Clemson's
So
definitely
now
up there.
I feel like Clemson has an opportunity to come out, stranglehold this playoff spot. The craziest thing about this whole year, bro, and I'm calling it right now, the way this playoff works, Oregon looks so good. Texas looks so good. They're the number 1 and 2 teams. You want to hear my prediction?
Yeah.
I don't think either of them win their conference.
Yeah, how crazy is that?
I think Ohio State on a neutral field probably beats Oregon, and Georgia is locked into the SEC championship game. I think Georgia's going to win the damn SEC as bad as they've looked at times. So I think it's all going to get very weird, but I think it's going to be interesting.
There is one game, and I know you don't want to talk about it, but there's one very big game this week. And rivalries have been humongous this year in college.
What do you mean I don't want to talk about it?
I know you don't. I know you saved it for last. I know you saved it for last.
Dude, it is the week, bro.
I don't care how bad Michigan looks.
I've had this hat for 10 years. It says beat Ohio. That's all that matters, dude.
Yeah. I know Michigan has had moments of really amazing defensive play that's carried their team. Then they've looked struggle bus and it's been tough. But these are the kind of games that, like, Michigan understands they can change the direction of a college playoff with a win here. They could I know it's Ohio, but being 6-5, unranked, going in and beating Ohio, that puts Ohio with 2 losses. They'll still probably make the playoffs, but it definitely pushes them way down. Now you're not getting a home field game. They may not. I'm excited.
Look, it's been 5 years since they've beat Michigan. I say that because they didn't play in 2020 because of COVID. But I'm still gonna claim it. Nothing I can fucking do. What are you gonna say? But yeah, I mean, at this point, I don't give a shit if Michigan goes 1-11, as long as that 1 is against Ohio State.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I would be lying to you if I was confident going into this game. Ohio State's loaded this year. Michigan's in a retooling mode. Hopefully they get Bryce Underwood's coming in next year. So I think Ohio State should beat them by 50. But that coach of theirs tends to shit the bed in big moments. And we will see. Will Johnson, Mason Graham, those boys, they got an opportunity to do something special on defense. And just in the nick of time, Michigan decides to put up 50 points yesterday.
Yeah, right.
So, I mean, I
what
didn't
a
even know they had that in them.
what a day, you know.
I
But
didn't even know they could do that. I didn't know Michigan had the. I didn't think they'd score 25 points all year, and then they put up 50 yesterday. So, uh, I mean, if there's ever a game they're going to get up for, it's this one.
is this it? Is this the last week?
This is it, man. So
The
there's
last
a
week.
couple of like long-standing games. There's a couple of long-standing games. There's like Army Navy on December 14th. After next Friday or next weekend, there will be the conference championships the week after.
Oh, the Mountain West Championships, December 6th.
Yep. All the championship games will be that weekend, like December 6th, 7th, 8th, something like that.
Yeah, right here. I got
And
them there.
then about
That
12 days later, the playoff will start.
wow.
And
Yep.
it's all neutral field too, from what I understand. Like Big Ten, like Ohio State and Oregon, assuming that's the Big Ten championship game, will play in
Yeah.
Indianapolis, play in the Colts field. SEC championship game is typically played in Atlanta in the Falcons Stadium, I believe. So yeah, it's all neutral field, which is why I think Oregon could drop it.
Yeah, the only home field advantage is in playoffs. That's where the home field advantage comes into play. And I don't know if it's every round that a team gets home field advantage, or if it's just the
No,
first. Is it just the
so
first round?
I think it's the first two rounds. I think once they get down to, well, maybe not the first two rounds. I definitely know it's the first round.
Yeah, I just got bowls here. It doesn't show me. It doesn't show me exactly where everything's at. This just shows me bowl games. So, um, oh, there you go. Yeah, it just call it first round college playoffs is it's just whoever home field advantage.
Yeah.
Um, does it
Well, yeah. I
say?
mean, it's definitely going to be interesting. There's not a ton of, I would say, like monster, like, oh man, top ranked teams, blah blah blah. But this week, every year is all about the rivalries, and it's Auburn, Alabama. It's Michigan, Ohio State. Obviously, the game, right? Like, so yeah, there's a lot to it, but yeah, we'll see. It would
Yeah,
be
there
a
you go. Yeah,
beautiful, beautiful thing.
quarterfinals. So right here it says quarterfinals. Those are the bowl. Those are bowl games. So that's
Yeah.
kind of weird. They've
Yep.
done them different. I like this is gonna be cool. Quarterfinals are done
Yeah.
bowl game. Fiesta Bowl's one of them. Chick-fil-A Bowl's one
Yeah.
of them. Or actually,
Well, it's
it's
because you got a lot of big sponsors that
yeah
are like, what the hell, like we still
Chick-fil-A
want our
Peach
shit.
Bowl, and the Rose Bowl, and then the Sugar Bowl, and then obviously the semifinals. Man, this is cool. Like
Yeah.
what an awesome, awesome time to be alive as a football fan. Move along to
Well,
foot.
I mean, not so much because we're jumping to NFL now
Yeah,
and
I
kind of going
know.
to recap what's happened today. And
Listen,
obviously, the biggest disappointment. Listen, let me have this one for a second. The biggest disappointment. I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Gardner Minshew's out for the rest of the year. Raiders season's probably over now, and they have no shot at the playoffs.
who's who's the stuff? So wait, Gardner got hurt. I didn't pay attention to this.
Yeah, dude, broke his collarbone, buddy.
Oh, who's your starter
He
now?
got, I don't know, dude. They
Some guy,
probably Daniel
some
fucking Jones.
some guy you guys found in a trash can, in the backyard.
Well, no, I think Aiden O'Connell should be coming back soon because he had broke that bone in his hand.
Oh yeah,
And
okay.
then they did sign that Desmond Ritter kid that used to play in Atlanta. But I mean, dude gives a fuck.
Yeah,
Like I say that, and there's a lot of Raider fans that hate on the Raider fans that are like, oh, I want a good draft position or whatever, blah blah blah. But like when I'm talking about the quarterback position strictly, who gives a fuck? I
yeah.
mean, none of these dudes are going to be our starting quarterback next year. I would love to see Dylan Loeb or Lau play the running back. I want to see Trey Tucker. I want to see Brock Bowers. I want to see some of those young defensive guys. Like those are the dudes that I still watch and like root for because I want to see them develop. But as far as any of these assholes that they have playing quarterback, I don't give two fucks.
Now that was actually a conversation that came up. Do you think? And I know you'll hate this idea. Do you think that they go pick up Daniel Jones?
Oh,
To
God,
have him.
fuck.
Hold on. They still draft a quarterback, but let Daniel play that first year and let that guy just kind of sit behind and do like it's always. It seems
No.
to be. You think they're gonna just throw him into the fire?
No. No, well,
Ah,
I think they're thrown to the fire, but I do think there's going to be another veteran quarterback out there that you could potentially sign and you could mentor for a year. And right now, he is a New York Jet.
oh, maybe,
Oh, yeah,
maybe. We'll
yeah.
see.
I,
We'll see.
dude,
So does
I
that
know
mean
so many
Daniel
people are
Jones
gonna
goes to the Jets?
maybe,
Like,
maybe.
where does
You
this
know,
guy end up, man? Like, what the fuck?
supposedly we're gonna find out tomorrow. He clears waivers tomorrow. We're gonna find out. Supposedly, they said there was like 10 teams that were interested in him, and one of them was for him to start immediately. Who the fuck? Who would that be? I saw that. I swear to God, I seen that.
I'm trying to think here. I don't even know
Let
who
me
you.
think here. Like,
Oh, I
uh,
mean, I would have said Tennessee, but they turned around and fucking Will Levis had a fucking day today, even though he had a terrible pick. Oh my god, that interception he threw was so
maybe,
bad.
maybe Trevor Lawrence is done for the year, and it's Jacksonville.
I, I, I
Maybe it's
I'll pump your brakes,
what?
bro. There's a slight rumor that the injury to Brock is a lot worse than we know. There's a slight rumor floating around that it's a
Yeah,
lot worse than we know. And let's be honest, Allen looked like fucking trash. I mean, I
yeah,
know Jones is not much better, but the Niners are definitely a better team than the Giants. I just, I
totally.
don't. I mean, but how
And the
quickly
in the in the division's still there to be
it's
had,
so
man.
wide open, bro. With Seattle coming in and beating Arizona, there's 6-5, 6-5, 5-6, 5-6. How fucking mind boggling is this? The fact that
Yeah,
we still have a
yeah.
chance to even have an opportunity, which is disgusting
And
to me.
you guys have a chance at the wild card too.
Yeah, dude.
With Washington dropping, so right now you got obviously got the 4 division winners, and then the 3 wild card teams are Minnesota, Green Bay, and Washington at 7-5. Dude, you have everything right in front of you.
It's just it's so
Except
fucking
except
frustrating.
except you guys have Buffalo fucking you rolling into Buffalo next week. They're
It's
also
so
in front of
it's so frustrating to sit here and think, man. Like I haven't even got to go look. I was gonna go look at the stats earlier and I didn't. Like I don't understand the game planning for Kyle Shanahan, knowing that the Packers are a top 10 defense in the pass. They've done pretty well on the pass. They're middle pack on the rush. And it's like there's no run game. Like Kyle came out and said that we're not going to use Christian McCaffrey full bore right away. And in game 1, Christian McCaffrey in the running back room was used 95%.
Huh.
Do,
See
do, do you
here.
want to know who the top running back in the NFL was in the first 8 weeks?
Top running back in 8 weeks?
In the first 8 weeks?
It's gotta be Saquon Barkley.
It wasn't Saquon Barkley. It was Jordan
Who
Mason.
was it?
It was Jordan Mason.
What the
Based on
fuck?
based on yards and yards per attempt, he was top. It actually been the first 6 weeks. I know they slowed down a little bit, but it was the first 6 weeks.
Yeah, the Packers averaged giving up about 120 rushing yards per game.
I don't even think the Niners cleared fucking 50. I gotta
Well,
go look.
dude, what's it called? Fucking McCaffrey had. I looked at the box
Bro,
score
he had 11
earlier.
carries for 31 yards.
He had 1 carry with like 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Like I don't understand. Bro, their running backs combined got 39 yards. Like,
Damn, dude.
but you're gonna come out here and have Brandon Allen threw 29 times. You know, like
He's stubborn about his quarterbacks, dude.
I mean, and
Stubborn about his quarterbacks.
this shows you the game plan difference. Look at this. So Brandon Allen throws 29. I mean, I know we were behind, but like you still got to trust your running backs, man. Like our total attempts were without counting Brandon Allen. You got so we got 14 carries for the 49ers against 26 for Jacobs, 9 for Wilson, 4 for Brooks, 1 for Milton, 1 for Watts. Like there's obviously a clear difference in the play calling right now. And I'm going to say it now, and Chris, you can be mad at me. Kyle Shanahan is getting out fucking coached every fucking week. It is day in and day out coached. Our defense doesn't blitz at the right time. They blitz at the wrong time. They play man coverage at the wrong time. They play zone in a busted fucking zone with a terrible fucking linebacker on the right side and whatever the fuck his name is. I think it's Floyd, who can't cover nobody. Like I just don't understand, man. Like there's no discipline, injuries. Everybody has injuries. I'm tired of using that as an excuse. Yes, our team's half not playing, but at the end of the day, when you're fucking up on special teams every goddamn time, it's like, yeah, you're just never gonna win. Not gonna win. I don't want this team to win. It's embarrassing. I'd rather them lose out, and then we could sit down and have a conversation. Hey, Kyle, what happened? Oh well, I don't adapt at all in my game plan ever. I would love Chris to be on here and explain to me when he adapted this game when they were down 17-0.
Here's I'm gonna call your bluff, dude. Your team is still good, I think. And you do not want them to lose out. You're one game out of the playoffs.
No, I know. It's just frustrating.
But I get it. I get that you're frustrated. You're living the life of a Raider fan for the last 25 years, brother. I'm here with it. I'm here. I'm here for it. In other news and other things, dude, these Detroit Lions, man, it seems to me, and tell me if I'm wrong here, based off of everything else that's been happening, it seems to me like there's a collision course. They're on a war path together. The Eagles and Lions. The Eagles have really turned it on defensively. Offensively, they really found their identity. Eagles and Lions by far head and shoulders the top two teams in the NFC.
Oh, by a mile. There's nobody close.
I don't think the Vikings are that good, bro. They're 9-2 or 9-3. They're just not that fucking good.
Like the Bears were in that game the whole time. They were in that game the whole time. The whole time.
Yeah. Well,
like
they let him back in at the end too. And like the Packers are good too, but I feel like they're wildly inconsistent. Like I feel like it's the Lions and the Eagles, and then there's everybody else.
Well, and I know the Packers blew the Niners out, but it was still a pretty close game about third quarter in. And then Jordan Love threw 2 interceptions that were dropped, like cleared, like in the defender's hand, and they just dropped them.
Yeah, it was close because it was 24-10. And I was checking it because I had a bet going and I had the Niners plus 7.5. And I'm like, well, if they could just chip away and just bring it within 7, I win this bet. And then then it kind of got out of hand at the end, which it's not indicative of everybody else. But what's crazy is that like I think you look at the NFC and you got the Lions and you got the Eagles. I give the Lions the nod. I think the Lions are the best team in football. Then in the AFC, you got the Chiefs and the Bills, in my opinion, that are a little like they're the top 2 teams. But that secondary tier of teams is not that far behind them.
Yeah, 100%.
Whereas the gap is very wide. Like you got Eagles, Lions, and then there's a big gap, and then there's everybody else in the NFC. There's Bills, Chiefs, then right below them is, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, the Chargers. Like they're really close. The AFC is going to be very competitive, whereas I don't think the NFC is going to be that damn competitive.
No, I think there's a clear path where it's, dude, Eagles getting Saquon Barkley was like a cheat code. It literally they literally look like the Niners of last year. You have Christian McCaffrey running out of his freaking mind. Like you can't stop the run game, and guess what? That just lets Hurts just do what he wants. If that run game is doing what it's doing, the quarterback can play free and just put the ball where he needs. And your guys they're riding the back of the running back, man. Like, and I love it. Like Saquon Barkley.
I'll tell you,
that boy's playing good.
I'll tell you who I'm really rooting for here, and has zero to do with our co-host that's on here. Those Dolphins look like they really found something. Those Dolphins look like they are back. 3 consecutive wins. Right now, they are the first person out in the AFC playoffs. They're a game and a half, I think. They've played so they're like they're right behind the Broncos, which I mean, damn, the Broncos almost lost to the Raiders today. Like Let's see what the Broncos schedule looks like to finish out. But Miami, I would love to see them get in the playoff. So
Yeah.
the Broncos have the Browns, the Colts, which I mean, as we just seen, like both of those games aren't pushovers against the Browns. Then they got the Chargers, Bengals, Chiefs to finish. I could definitely see Miami catching them.
Here's the playoff pictures we sit right
Yeah, I
now.
just had it up in a different
Yeah,
way.
I was just checking it out. So Seattle, that's just so funny. 6 and
Yeah,
5.
and that's ugly, dude. Like, dude,
Uh,
I look at 3, 4, and 5, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
yeah,
Like 3, 4, and 5 in the NFC. I'm like, dude, you're not beating anybody.
it's
I, I
it.
don't thi- I don't think anybody's beating anybody. When I look at 3 through 7, I mean Washington, I guess, but like, no. But like 3 through 7 in the NFC, I'm like, no one's beating you. I mean, I'm sorry, you're not beating anybody. But when you look at the AFC, you're like, holy shit, dude, these guys could beat the hell out of each other.
Well, and that's what's funny is the top 4, which Texans don't really look like Texans. They just don't. They don't look.
They're gonna be in there by default though, because that division's so damn bad.
Yeah, and
That division's terrible.
the Chargers, which obviously we will see tomorrow night. Like
Oh, I can't
how
wait for that game, bro.
how truthful the Chargers are, man. Because like, let's just say the Chargers show up and they go beat
They're real,
Baltimore,
dude.
and
They're
they're
real.
like, I know they are. This is a real test to them, right? If they go win this
Uh-huh.
game against Baltimore, now we're in a conversations of how good are the Chargers? Are they good enough to go toe to toe with the Bills? Like, are they
Yeah.
good enough to go toe to toe with Kansas City? To me, scares me. Like they let Carolina almost come back and
Yeah,
handle
dude.
them.
Fuck
Like
them.
Kansas City kind of looks like the Niners of last year. Like they've got really good young guys, but they've got a couple old pieces that are playing well enough to be there. Like this feels like Kelsey's last year. It really does.
Nah, I mean,
I
I
don't.
don't know about that, but I do think that it's gonna be one of those things where um I think we're gonna find out everything we need to know about the Chargers in the next few weeks. They got the Ravens, then they play at Atlanta. Who fucking knows what Atlanta team you're gonna get, right? Then they're at Kansas City, which they lost to Kansas City by 7 points,
Yeah.
17-10. Then they're home against the Bucks, home against the Broncos, and then they finish up on the road in New England and in Vegas. But yeah, there's a gauntlet of teams. But man, I am loving what I'm seeing from Herbert. Looking forward a little bit to tomorrow. I'm loving Herbert against this pass defense of Baltimore. Baltimore secondary's banged up and has been giving up a lot through the air.
They're
So when you're
pretty
thinking
sure they're
about
the
props,
worst. Pretty sure they're
yeah,
the worst in
when you
fantasy
think,
point wise. Yes.
let's see here, defensive ranking, passing defense rankings.
I looked at this last week. Their fantasy points allowed for quarterback was the worst. Like they allow the
Really?
most points. Yeah, they're pretty sure they were 32nd.
Let's see. So I want what am I doing here? Opponents passing yards per game, 22. They are dead last.
Yeah. Yeah.
They average 2020. They average 284. They give up an average of 284 passing yards per game. The last 3 games, they've given up an average of 266. So it's a little bit down, but even then, that's the highest. It's the third highest average over the last 3 weeks. Yeah, they are dead last. I love Herbert in this matchup. I'm praying that we don't see a lot of J.K. Dobbins just because of fantasy relevance, but yeah, dead last, dude.
So this is
284.
purely fantasy point averages, right? They're
Well, mine is just how many passing defensive rankings. Like they are the worst rated passing defense in the league.
yeah. So this is this, which obviously it's a pretty cool little, the nice little fantasy website gives you some numbers here. You go to quarterback positions. They're 30th in allowed. So they on average they give a quarterback fantasy points 20 points or plus. Look at this
Really?
wide receiver. Look at this wide receiver number. They average 42 points allowed to wide receivers.
Wow.
32nd, which is combined. Like if you got 2 guys, so they combine their numbers.
Are they in LA tomorrow?
They're in, yes.
Not that they have any form of home field advantage because Charger fans don't exist, but I'm more thinking about weather, right? Like, are they going to be in the
Yeah,
elements
they'll
or
be.
whatever?
I don't think they're in any elements. I think that it's and the Ravens are kind of in a weird position here. They got the Chargers this week. They got the Eagles next week. Like that, we could
Yeah,
be looking at a we could be looking at a 7-6 Baltimore team.
I like the Ravens in the game, but I like if I'm thinking prop betting, like I'm gonna pull up Herbert's passing yards is at 257, which is well below their season average and well below just a touch under their last 3 weeks. But his alternate passing yards, you can get his alternate passing yards at 225, which is massive, dude. I would eat that shit for fucking lunch
Yeah, I
as
agree.
far as betting goes. I'm definitely gonna snag that. Then he's been running the ball a little bit here and there too, hasn't he? He had 65 rushing yards last week, 32 rushing yards the week before, 49 a few weeks back. So even deeper in this betting thing, you can go to the combo side of things here on William Hill, and you can get his rushing plus uh passing, and you can get that at 250 for minus 300 and a parlay that's pretty fucking good. Or you just stick straight passing to 225 and get a little bit better odds.
Well, and
Right.
I mean, you're just looking at touchdowns. Obviously, he's got. I think he's throwing at least 2 touchdowns in this game. I
Yeah,
think that
I don't he's played how many games? What are they said? They've played 10 games. He's only thrown for more than 4 times.
yeah, I know it's low, but this is going to be a game where I think Baltimore's offense is going to have to be playing a heavy role in what's happening. So
Yeah.
and it, man, I'm trying to look at some numbers here in receiving yards, players wise.
Yeah,
If
it's obviously Lad McConkey, Will Disley,
well, the
and
problem
Quentin Johnson stats.
Lad's got an injury, and I don't know if he's
That's
a
what I was gonna.
go. I don't know if he's a go right
Uh,
now. From what I was reading, he
well,
was. I think he's a game time decision. Let me double check though. Um, yeah, it just still hasn't at least showing me that it's we will know before kickoff. So
well,
there, that is a big like. I mean, I don't know. That's a big one. You lose Lad, now you're like, where you know?
Vegas tells you everything you need to know. It has Lad McConkey right now as the highest person that's going to get the most yards. And the reason
Yeah,
why I tell you that is if there is a legitimate doubt about him playing, he would not be on here. I've
yeah,
seen that before where you go to like receiving yards and a player is super questionable and he won't be on here. Like you cannot bet him because if there was serious doubt, I can go right now and place a bet for the under on his yards
yeah.
and just hope and hammer it and like buy like $100 under if I thought he wasn't going to play. So I think he's in. So let's see here. What do I got? I got Quentin Johnston. Let's look receiving. So he's a big yardage guy. He doesn't really get more than two. God, he only has 22 receptions on the year. He's played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's not even 3 per game. He doesn't even average 3 catches a game. So, but what is his reception total here? Let's go to receiving. We're talking Charger receivers because we love the matchup for Herbert, but we still got to figure out the reception piece here. Quentin Johnson, alternate receptions 3. I'm staying away from it, dude. He's only hit that shit 1, 2. He's played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
These
1,
are
2,
you're
3,
going off for
4, 5,
receptions,
6,
right?
7, 8. Yeah, I'm looking at receptions right now because his yards are even more sporadic than his receptions, dude. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
What's
5, 6,
bonkers is
7,
I'm looking at we were talking about
8.
Disley earlier, and they've got Disley at
What's
41 and over, right? He's only cleared
mhm.
41 3 times.
Yeah, I
And
know.
it's a weird
I'm
matchup.
I'm looking I'm looking more at his alternate line. I like to do the alternate stuff here. So I'm looking at Will Dissly's alternate receiving yards. Man, 20 yards?
That is an easy. I could see
Yeah, but
that. 29,
it's all
24, 26.
I'm more, you know what? But that's minus 950. You really don't want that.
Yeah.
You if you're gonna take his yards, you're gonna want to target 30 yards, which he only had that one game where he didn't get. I like him at 30. That's a little bit more respectable. What's his receptions at? Do you know?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. He's sitting right in between 3 to 4. The last 3
Yeah,
games he's had 3, 3 and 1. Correction. Sorry, he's had 2, 4, 5 and 4. I apologize. 2, 5
yeah,
and 4. So his receptions have gone up. At the beginning of the year he wasn't getting a lot, but since like October 13th he's had 4, 8, 5, 2, 5, 4. So this
yeah.
is a game where, like I said, I think this is a pass heavy game. Baltimore has a good rush defense. They stop the run pretty well. It's the passing that they get gouged hard, and that's why I think like even with like if for some reason McConklin has some sort of down injury or he's not 100%, I can see Disley picking up receptions. I can see Johnson picking up receptions. This, it's a shot in the dark, but I know you don't like the guys based on just it hasn't been a high volume for him, but it all depends on the injury status of this guy. Like because obviously if he goes out there and he's not 100, it could change the whole window for both
Well,
these guys.
what are we thinking about Lamar Jackson tomorrow?
Well, let me look at. I did these numbers last time. Let me see these numbers.
Because his alternate passing and rushing yards is sitting at 250. I can do 250 and get it at minus 370 in a parlay, which I like that. That seems like a good number to me. But so let's think. He would have hit let me see.
Chargers. The Chargers are they're top 15 in all categories.
So
It looks
that's
like.
so he would have hit that 250 in every game except for one.
I do like the 250. And like you said,
I think I do too.
I think this is gonna be a game where Lamar's gonna have to play Lamar football. It's gonna be on his back. He's got to be the guy.
Zay, Zay Flowers potentially at 40 yards. You like that?
I do, man. Zay Flowers, that boy's good. Makes me mad I traded him.
You did too.
Yeah, traded him for which Richardson's coming around. I'm not minding the guy. Let me go look at the stats here. So Zay Flowers, the
Don't
last
worry
two
about Derrick
weeks,
Henry.
the last 2 weeks have been a little rough, but they've gone up against Cincinnati defense, who's turned it on a little bit better, and Pittsburgh, who obviously Pittsburgh's defense they're just different. Um,
What's Andrews up to these days? Hmm.
well, that's Mark Andrews is just so confusing. Like he's had a really funny year, obviously because the injury. He came back, just been sporadic, man. Like he had that stretch where he had a touchdown 3 games in a row, and then turned around and got a big zero with 26 yards, and then 68 yards with a touchdown, and then against Pittsburgh 22 yards. So it's kind of like
Weird.
you don't really. He's very volatile, Like I just don't know which one you're going to get out of it. And then the same thing with Eichel. Either one
Dude,
game
that guy's super inconsistent.
yeah, he's either got the full load or he's getting a zero, not even catching a ball. Like um, I don't know. It's a fun one to bet, man. You got a lot of.
I think I like this one. So here's what I got. I got Herbert at 225 passing, Will Dissly at 30 receiving, Zay Flowers with 40 receiving. I got Lamar Jackson at 250 plus rushing and passing yards
I like both. Yeah,
combined.
yep.
And then I needed to add a fifth one, and I'm a little shaky on it still. Mark Andrews, 3 receptions. What do we think about that?
Let me let
3
me look
catches for
let me
Andrews.
let me look at his receptions. I think he's up there. I would take that. I would take that. He's got 4, 3, 4, 5, 2, 6, and 2. And it
What's
seems
J.K. Dobbins up to?
uh
What's his receiving situation? Let's check his stats out because I would
let's
love to get another leg in here, but I want to make sure I don't want to overstretch either. So he gets to catch a game or so. Wonder what his receptions are at. Let's look at his.
I'm
I
trying
like
to.
these running backs that always get a catch.
Oh man, I
And
do
like
not
maybe some,
I I don't know.
sometimes
He's
you can get sometimes you can get him at one catch though, bro.
what is he at? What are
Like
they wanting on there?
let me see here.
It might
Alternate
be 1.5.
reception.
It might be one and a
But
half.
I can go alternate. Let's see. J.K. Dobbins. It's at 2. It's the lowest I can
Yeah.
do is 2.
Uh I mean, no, he's gotten over 2. You're either gonna push. You're either gonna.
Oh no, it's 2 plus. So if I hit 2, it's
Oh, if you
basically
hit
one
2,
and a
you're
half.
good. I mean,
Yeah,
he's.
I wonder.
I'm
Let's see
looking
what
at it
his
right now. I'm looking at it right now. I think he's only got under 2 once. Let me double check.
Yeah, no, twice.
Twice. I
I
like that.
like
Then I
2.
would take 2.
So do we like? So what do we like more? Him
I like that
or
more.
Andrews? Him or Andrews?
With the way Baltimore's defense is,
Dude, I am worried about Derrick Henry tomorrow, man.
I
I'm like,
don't.
if you know, like we're not talking about the best football player on the field right now because I'm
No.
nervous.
Yeah, I don't.
Now there is another thing that it can get real goofy with right here, real quick. You ready for this one?
Yeah.
There's two goofy props that I like to throw in there when I think I'm just looking for a filler. What about rushing attempts for Derrick Henry?
Ooh.
15 being the lowest I can bet. Rushing attempts.
I don't even know what his average is right.
I'm looking at it right here. He's played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games. He has 197 attempts. He's averaging almost 18 a game. He's been below 15 3 times out of 11. So we say that 8 out of 11 times. The other one that I find very goofy is kicking points. So you can legitimately go to kicking
I hate field
and
goals,
say,
bro. I gotta stay away from them, bro. They fucked us so many different times
but
this
it's
year.
kicking points. So Justin Tucker, I can go alternate kicking points at 6 or Cameron Dicker at 6. They're really like the same thing.
Yeah.
And that means you kick a field goal, it's 3. A couple extra points. It's player kicking points. Yeah.
Hey, by any chance, did you win any of your bets?
Hell yeah, brother.
You want a couple in tilted?
Yeah. I'm
You-
pretty sure did.
Oh,
I only
oh,
want let's pull it up. That's gonna be
I'm gonna let you know right now. Brad won his bet.
so did I.
Yeah, no, but Brad won $151.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, your bets are very low. Unless you hit that $79 one, most of yours.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Oh yeah, you did. I see that one. That one covered.
Yeah,
I don't know the other.
let's go. I'll go through mine
Here.
real quick.
I got. Let me pull it up right here so we can see it.
Yeah, so I did. I hit the 79, which is only going to put me up $29 on the week. But just to bitch and moan a little bit here. This 5 leg here to plus 243. Devon Achen, smack. Nico Collins, smack. Jaden Daniels, smack. Jameer Gibbs, smack. Justin Jefferson. That motherfucker is going to be on the side of a milk carton, bro. Like, he is missing in action.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Dude, I can't like scream enough. I can't tell you. Like, you look at his games, bro.
This is a W right here.
This is the first time. This is the first time he's had below 4 catches all year long. Below 4.
Go green there. Yeah.
Here's his game log, okay? Starting from last week, 6 catches, 5 catches, 7 catches, 8 catches, 7 catches, 6 catches, 6 catches, 6 catches, 6 catches. So I go, oh, dude, like I'm gonna put him at 5. That's low hanging fruit. That son of a bitch with 2. Okay. And then let's just keep it on trucking, right? To the next one here.
This one I hear. Did you win this Colorado the 4-legger?
No,
Oh
no,
yeah, never mind.
no,
Colorado fucked
fuck
you.
no. So then
Colorado
let's go
fucked you.
here, buddy. Let's go here.
Oh yeah.
This
Yeah,
is the high. This is some next level. CMC receiving yards. Yep, because Kyle Shanahan's not fucking running the ball. You might as well throw it to him. Smack. George Kittle, alternate receptions. Smack. Amir Abdullah, 2 catches, no problem. Michael Wilson, where the fuck did I pull that one out of? 20 receiving yards for Arizona. Boom. Hit. Brock fucking Bowers, 38. You've got to be fucking kidding me, Brock Bowers.
Yeah, he fucked me in a
You
couple
have
fantasy leagues, but
literally got to be fucking kidding me. You know what? The NBA one, I don't know how mad I am about that one yet because Lively hit Gobert. I don't know. Did this one hit?
I didn't look at basketball at all this weekend.
Let's look here. So we got Timberwolves. I'll pull it up right now. This one might have hit. I haven't looked at everything yet. We got what did I have for Gobert? I'm looking here.
You got Gobert 10 plus points and assists.
Oh, rebounds and assists.
Yeah. No, it's just points and assists. Oh, no, you got McConnell for points and assists and rebounds. Gobert is just points and assists.
Okay, so I've typoed that. It's rebounds and assists.
Okay, rebounds and assists.
Well, actually, hold on. I have a screenshot of it right here. Let me confirm before I start yelling at myself. Pretty sure it's rebounds and assists. Come on, buddy.
So did he hit the rebounds and assists if he did?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Yeah, totally. Good God.
Totally. Let me see here.
I don't know if that would be right then. Plus 10?
Nope, I didn't do it. I did points and assists like a fucking idiot.
Did he get the points and assists?
What did he have? No.
What
is it? No, yeah. 10
plus 10.
Points. Yes.
10 plus. 10
yes,
plus.
Okay. So that hit. Okay, sorry. I'm thinking something else.
TJ McConnell, points, assists, and rebounds.
Let's see. TJ McConnell stats. Today's the 24th. He had 12 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. So
yeah,
that
you
one
cleared
hit.
that.
Right?
And then
clear that. What's next?
James Harden with 6 rebounds.
Let's see. That dude obviously gets 6 rebounds every game.
Is it a green?
I get 2 rebounds. Son of a bitch. Do you want to hear this motherfucker's rebounds? Before this one, 6, 7, 6, 6, 6, 6, 11, 12, 8, 13. He gets 2.
2.
Yeah. So I just hit the one. I hit the one.
Yeah, so you hit the one for 79, which is a dub. That's still good. That's still good. We'll go look at Brad's. He's got Philly -2, Dolphins money line, and he's got Houston, Tennessee with the over 50 straight for $151. What a fucking smash, brother.
So he's gonna be up 100 going into next week.
So he's
I'm gonna be up 29 going into next week. What about you? Anything?
No, I actually no, because Houston and the Niners. I got a big 0. I had Indiana plus 10.5, and I got the 2 overs. I hit the 2 overs, but Indiana fucked me.
I knew that one.
I got everything else. I just thought Indiana might be able to keep it close. I got everything else. I just needed Downs to catch a touchdown, and he had one. He had one in the back left corner, and Richardson threw it too far. And then obviously, everything else fucking whiffed. This parlay was a little heavy, but this all whiffed everywhere.
Did it?
Oh yeah, I didn't get one good one. I didn't get one good one here.
Yeah, so I mean, dude, I'm one leg away in every single bet except from the one that I hit, but it is what it is. Yeah. Let's do a quick. I gotta wrap this up. Let's do a quick fantasy recap
Yeah,
here.
let's go fantasy recap. Where you stand? We'll go into the 16 teamer first. It looks like I'm
dude.
gonna get a dub here. Um, blind here. What am I doing? I never do it on the. I never come on this shit and do it. Scoreboard.
I
There we
love it
go.
on I love it on the computer.
I always forget. It looks like he's got one guy yet to play. So we'll see matchup wise. Who is it though? I don't even know. He's got Zay Flowers, but I'm still up 20 points. So unless Zay Flowers has a day, I should be good. But at this point,
you need Bosa the Samosa to lose, which happened. Did Hawk Tua? Did Scott lose?
fuck no, he didn't lose. Saquon Barkley got him 57 points.
Oh yeah.
This is why he's so good, dude.
Oh my god,
yeah. It looks like you are gonna take down the man. I like that's good for you because you're. God, dude.
I'm in a dog fight right now, buddy.
You go look at his team. Look at his team is so bad, bro. It's so bad. Listen to his wide receivers: Tillman, Sutton, Neighbors. But he turns around and has Barkley and Jackson. The 16-man leagues literally come down to 2 players. If you got 2 guys that can put up 30 points each, it usually puts you in a good spot because everybody else can just do 10. It's crazy to me. Yeah. And old boy scored points. He scored 140 points. And obviously Saquon Barkley comes in here and just drops a fucking dime. 255 yards with 2 touchdowns. Like, good God. Good Lord, man. I don't even think this guy has no other players to go. So from what I see. Yeah, no, he's maxed out. He had a day too. I think Scott was losing at this point before that game.
Oh yeah, before Barkley? Absolutely.
Before Barkley he was losing. He was losing by 20 points. So yep, I'm out on that one. We'll go to this is a league that's important. There's a lot going on in this one. This is our
the Elite League.
Elite Dynasty. So we'll go look at the standings here, which I'm not doing very good, but there's a bonus in here. Points is where I'm at. And I'm still floating. Right. I'm still floating top 4. And
dude, it's gonna be very weird. In my opinion, one of the best teams in the league is just can't win, and you beat them this week. Yeah, dude, I can't put my finger on it. I can't. So I will be securely in the playoffs, not in the wild card conversation after this week, but that obviously doesn't mean anything. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, because what was the scoreboard today? I think who got high points this week? I think I'm gonna end up with high points, dude. Look at this, 220 points.
Probably,
man. Hey, before we keep going, we were gonna when we originally were gonna do this podcast, we talked about like our wows, like where did we miss? Remember the conversations this offseason we had about trading Barkley? Like, bro, gotta get away from Barkley. Like, I just don't trust Barkley. Holy fuck, how wrong were we? I was sitting there thinking like I had 2 choices. I could either trade Barkley or Christian McCaffrey last year. And remember who I moved off? Which I moved him to you, and you turned around and moved him right away after that. What? I'm so happy I didn't move Barkley. And I had opportunities left and right to move Barkley. What a keep. What a keep. But yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at all. Like I like my team a lot. And I really think I have an opportunity. I mean, at this point, like, yeah, I'm 3-8, which I got the win this week, but man, it's tight. There's some good teams. There's some good teams in this league. Man. Yeah, I mean,
dude, did Javonte Williams over today? What did he do today?
Whose team is he on? I don't even know who he's on.
4 yards on. I don't know. 4 yards, dude. The Raiders shut him down today.
Good God.
No way, dude. Man, I'm going to lose. How am I going to lose in this league?
In which league?
It's a league you're not in. It's like a non-PPR.
Did Rubber win? Where's Rubber Ducky? Rubber Ducky.
Kentucky.
Oh, bro,
Brad.
hey, I'm gonna take Brad over in points this week. So
Are you?
I'll go back to third. Yeah, because I'm at 220. He only scored 135, and
Interesting.
I'm only I'm only 20 points behind him. Now I'm
Well,
a lot more behind Doug. Doug's got a pretty good team, and I'm pretty sure Doug put up some points this week. What
I don't think it's as crazy as you probably think, but
what's Doug's team? Chapman's. Oh,
dude, so
bro.
are we on this
Hey,
Mark Andrews shit? Huh.
hey, I'm gonna clear Doug. I got Doug by 100 points.
I know. I told you that already.
Oh, I
That
forgot.
is wild.
I blew Doug out. That's my bad.
I'm like, you played Doug. What the fuck? That is a wild thing to think about.
What is that?
No, Doug, that team is not a team that I would consider
Yeah, I
like
don't.
I should be out of the playoffs. Like, uh, yeah, that is crazy, bro.
And I'm disappointed. I come in here into Iron Man, clinch playoffs last week, right? And absolutely
Oh,
let Kyle win a game.
we don't talk about that league anymore.
Why is this you, black and gold? Very, very
No,
bottom. Okay.
no, right above that,
Oh, run CMC. Hey, 3-8, respectable record.
dude.
Hey, the good
That's what
thing is
happens.
there's not a
That's what
star
happens
by
when
your
you.
name saying you're eliminated, so you still got a
That is
chance.
exact. That is what happens when you draft CMC number one, and then think because you have the first overall pick, and then on the way back, you are like, "Oh, dude, Devontae Adams is here. Sick."
I don't trust my team though, bro. I'm fourth in points, and I'm fourth in points by like 300. Like,
Oh
dude,
boy,
Brad's team 1,800 points, and I'm sitting at 1,500. How this is
that's
disgusting.
that's crazy.
I think I locked up
Well,
playoffs in this league.
I think I'm gonna settle here to finish this off. I'm gonna look at a weird thing for this Monday night bet, and this has nothing to do with our like little weekly challenge thing that we're doing. But I'm thinking rushing attempts, rushing attempts. What about Lamar Jackson rushing attempts? How many times does that dude run the ball every game?
Quite a bit, I'm pretty sure. They've
You
got
would
a lot of
assume, right?
they've got a lot of options set up to make him run.
Let me
You
think.
know.
Game log, rushing 4, 7, 3, 8, 9. Yeah, dude. I can't. The only option is 7. That's the lowest option. That's a lot of carries.
Good God, this guy has so many people left to play. He's still got 7 guys to play.
Damn. Damn, buddy. Well, shit, dude. This was fun.
Yeah, always.
I'm gonna
Always.
finalize this. I'm gonna finalize this bet. So for the record, Herbert 225 passing yards, Disley 30 plus receiving yards, Lamar Jackson 250 plus um on rushing and passing. That's all I'm settled on so far. I got 3 legs. I'll get it to 4 or 5 depending on what I do. Would love to see Lad McConkey with receptions, but let me see what his alternate receptions are. If I can get him at 4 receptions, I think I like that.
Oh yeah, that's
Where
a
you at,
W.
McConkey? It's pretty steep. 4 is pretty low. So yeah, I gotta think about this one because it's a thumper, man. But I'm definitely locked in on those 3. But I got to get at least one more to get it to the plus. Give me some doubleage on the money right
Yeah.
now.
Oh,
Shit, I'm off to my wife and daughter have me completely strung out on Outer Banks. You ever see that show?
yeah.
Dude, I've never seen it before. We're on season 1.
Oh, nice. I like it. Yeah, it's a good.
I caught like the very end of it, like the last season when that dude died or whatever. And then so then when it was over, we have like a year and a half till the next one. My daughter's like, I want you to watch them all. I'm like, okay, whatever. Dude, I'm strung out. We are up till like 1:30 in the morning last night watching it. So we're gonna
before we finish off, did you
huh?
hear this the Packers cornerback come out and say this shit? Did you hear what he said?
No, I didn't see anything.
He's
What happened?
throwing shade on the Niners. So the Niners had like 15 starters out. It feels like it was up there. This guy comes out. I don't even know his name. What is his name? Keyshawn Nixon. I don't know who that is. You know who that is?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, never heard of her. He said, "It's the NFL. It's not an excuse. We didn't have our quarterback. We won 3 games. So we don't want to hear that we came to play. They should have came to play."
Damn.
Ah.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. No, you're not wrong. I mean, 100% Kyle Shanahan got outcoached. I do.
Juicy. I just figured out the 4th leg of this bet.
Uh-oh. Let's hear it.
J.K. Dobbins. 50 rushing and receiving combined yards. 50.
I do like the combine. I think he's going to have a hard time running the ball, but I think they've got to run the ball.
Yeah.
They've
And
gotta
this
run
is
the
a
ball.
J.K. Dobbins revenge game, brother. He was a Raven.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I've got
That
him.
is the 4th
I've got
leg.
him. I've got him on 2 fantasy teams, so I'm okay with him doing well. Because I'm
That
down
is
a
the
lot.
4th leg, bro.
I need a
I
Saquon
need-
Barkley night from him.
No, we don't need that. The 5th leg has to be a Raven, so I got to figure this out. 60 from Derrick Henry or 70 combined? That seems like a lot of yards for that guy.
I don't like that against San Diego, man.
Yeah, I don't like it against LA either. I like talking shit about that. He doesn't catch. Boy, he don't catch the ball that often, does he?
No, not at all. What
Holy shit.
who else?
There's a lot out there. Does he even have Derrick? Does he even have alt receptions? Oh, I can get 1. Derrick Henry needs 1 catch. He's had 1 in every game except for 3.
That's tough, brother. I don't
1
know, man.
catch, dog. Oh yeah, gets it to 240.
He's so
1
pumped.
catch.
Hey, and
One
there's your 4-1 right there. You're gonna get 4
Nah.
right, and your 1's gonna be this 1 motherfucking catch. Hey, and he'll have 2 targets and drop both of them.
No, he won't drop him, bro. He's efficient. If they
yeah.
throw it, I think I'm running with that, dude.
How many targets does he have? Can you see how many targets he has?
He has 12 for the year. He has 12 targets and 10 catches.
So he's got 2 misses.
Yeah, it was in week 1 against Kansas City. Weird. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Does he have
11? So he has a catch in 8 out of 11 games.
Is he targeted in every game or no?
Yes, dude. So he had 2 targets in week 1 that he didn't have a catch. The rest of the season, any target he catches it.
So he's had a target every game. I'll take the 1.
Well, no, there's 2 games where he had no targets.
He's not a passer. He's not a passer.
But that's so he hasn't had a target in 2 out of 11 games. So 9 out of 11 games he's had a target.
Oh my god!
And when he gets a target, he catches it.
I like it.
Bada bing, bada boom, baby.
You're gonna be calling me with 4 minutes left. This motherfucker needs to catch a pass.
Here's a side bet, Horton. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Put an energy drink on it. Cash App energy drink. I bet you he gets us on the first drive. They're gonna have to mix some shit up against that defense, dude.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to mix some shit up
on the first drive.
I bet the first time the Ravens get the ball. Sorry, let's just the first quarter. He gets it in the first quarter.
Gets a reception in the first quarter.
Yeah, if he doesn't get it in the first quarter, I owe you an energy drink.
You owe me an energy drink. Okay, and if not, I'll send you one.
Free.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I think he'll
get $3 wager.
I think he'll get it. I just think it's gonna be later in the game. It'll be. It'll be.
I gotta
have it
in the first couple of drives.
It'll be one of those weird third downs where.
You know what, dude? I'm not gonna even be a bitch about this. I'm gonna put this bet in right now. All day fucking long, dog.
What are you wagering on it? So we can get the number.
It's +2. No, this isn't for this here.
No,
This is real cash.
that's what I'm saying. What are you wagering?
So what am I gonna put on this? How about $15?
15 should be good. It's a good number.
15.
Should be like what, like a $40 return?
15 will cash out 51.
51.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it? 240
plus 240.
plus 240. I like that.
Feel really good about this,
Yeah.
brother. Feel really good about this, dog.
I don't know. Your 4-1s have been funny, man. You'll be calling me this motherfucker. I'm one away.
I'm so close to being really good at this.
Dude,
thing,
I have flushed money down the toilet left and right on our one-offs, bro. We've had it, and it's just one guy. Like turn. Just, I mean, we could talk about it for days. I mean, you were sitting on a good one for what, 1,200 maybe almost. But we'll run it back.
Bad news.
Yeah.
All right, fellas.
Guys, thanks for coming in. Anthony, Tyler, Brad's not here. Old man, he'll be here for the next one, hopefully.
Yeah.
We out.
Later. Thank you for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we hope you join us again. If you could, please give us a like, subscribe, or follow at any of these social medias right here. And if you have any questions or concerns or something you want to discuss, please send us an email at filterpodcast24@gmail.com. Thanks, and have a great day.